I'm the Public Information Officer for Pasco County Fire Rescue. Just wanted to come out today and first and foremost thank everyone from the community for their support that we've seen online. It's been absolutely incredible and breathtaking, and unfortunately this event that happened yesterday is not only affecting our fire family but also affecting other families from the accident scene as well. To kind of catch everybody up, one of our firefighters, been on the job for a little under 2 years, Hunter Garcia and his family were traveling down Van Dyke Road yesterday when their vehicle was struck and a chain of events happened where their vehicle hit several other vehicles and they were seriously hurt. They were transported, the family was transported to St. Joe's, Maine, and his infant child was transported to St. Joe's Children's Hospital in Tampa. Our firefighter was listed as a trauma alert when he first arrived at the hospital. Since then, he's been able to get up and move around a little bit. He had very serious injuries to his face. His orbital socket was fractured, as well as some other injuries to his body. His wife was also injured as well, with a fractured back and pelvis, and has undergone a couple surgeries overnight. Their child, the worst, still in very, very critical condition. Right now, the doctors are doing everything that they can to try to save this little girl's life. Was at the hospital with the family last night, and it's really devastating. It's hard for us as first responders, for people that don't know, that aren't a part of that family. We truly are a family. These men and women spend a third of their lives together, and they would lay their lives down in an instant for any one of our families. And so when something happens, it hits home. It's really their second family, and for those who don't have family in the area, it becomes their first family. So yesterday when myself and the chief and some of the senior staff, as well as his captain and some of his crew, a group of about 30 of us, showed up, it was very heartwarming for us that members of Hillsborough County Fire Rescue were standing by. Sorry, it's a little hard. Were standing by to give us some hugs and offer their help in any way that they could. They made sure that our firefighter wasn't alone for a minute. They were standing by in the ER, and then overnight I received a lot of phone calls. Our fire chief received a lot of phone calls of people offering help, and it just means the world to us. It really does. Right now, the immediate needs for the family are being met by our Benevolence Association as well as our union. They were able to get Hunter's family in late last night. They're from out of state, and they're putting them up in a hotel and making sure that everything's taken care of. So our focus right now is their immediate needs, trying to get them through this tough time, and we really need a lot of prayers. This little girl's fighting for her life right now, and it's heartbreaking. As a father, I can't imagine. I have 2 little girls myself. And I can't imagine what he's going through on top of his injuries to watch his daughter. So they're spending as much time as they can right now beside them, and it's just a tough scenario. But I'll take any questions that I can answer.
How old's their daughter?
Infant. Yes.
And can you talk a little bit about firefighter Garcia, how old he is, how long he's been on the job here?
Firefighter Garcia came on a little under 2 years ago. He's in his 20s, and he's a go-getter. We were sitting in the waiting room with about 30 of us last night, and his captain's phone rang, and he looks down and he kind of shook his head, and he looked at myself and the fire chief, and he looked down again and shook his head, and he answered the phone, and it was firefighter Garcia calling to try to figure out what he needed to do to get his shift covered. And that's the kind of guy that he is. He's dedicated. He came on a couple hiring classes ago, and he's really fit in with us nicely. And he's a hard worker. So we're hoping that he can, recover fully and get back to working soon.
Obviously, you were at the hospital with him and his family yesterday. What's his spirit like, and what did you tell him?
They're in very good spirits. In fact, they're in much better spirits than I think I would be if it was me. We had some somber moments. We sat, we prayed. Our chaplain was there, prayed with him, prayed with his wife. That was a teary moment. But we're going to fight, to the end. Nobody's given up on anything, and we're going to do everything that we can to make sure that the best outcome can come out, and that's what we do. You know, that's what we do for the public. That's what we do for each other. He'll be taken care of. His family will be taken care of, no matter what the outcome of all of this is. They're never going to want for anything.
Is there any kind of update? I'm not sure if this is a question for you on what caused the crash, where the investigation stands.
So the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, I spoke with the investigating officer yesterday at the hospital. They're doing everything they can to figure this out. I know they're in the middle of the investigation, and they promise, like they always do, a full investigation to make sure that everything is taken care of. So I don't have any updates as far as exactly what the crash is, but we're very thankful that they're taking their time and being meticulous about everything.
What would be your, obviously, I know yesterday they said that someone would run a stop sign potentially. As the community watches this, what is your message to them to take away from all of this?
You know, things like this happen every day on our streets. There's distracted driving. I can't tell you how many times all of us are in traffic and we look over and somebody's distracted, whether it be listening to the radio or not paying attention. You got to pay attention. Any crash affects lives and affects families, and we had several families, not just ours, affected yesterday. There were several people taken to the hospital. It was a horrific crash. So when you're in your car, use the do not disturb mode on your phones. Pay attention to what you're doing, so the families aren't sitting around a kitchen table trying to figure out what's next. And just pay attention to what you're doing, and whatever you're doing, whatever that message is, whatever the 2 minutes longer it may take you to get to the store, you'll get home and everybody will get home. So just drive defensively and drive with that in mind, and watch out for each other, really.
You may have already hit on this. If the public sees this and their hearts go out to this family, they want to do something, we want to do anything.
So we've had several businesses. That's the beautiful thing about Pasco County. We're a little further north. People are a little different, a little more rural, and they have big hearts. And they've always supported this fire department, and we're so grateful for it, and we're so thankful for it. We've had several businesses reach out offering to do fundraisers, and we're kind of keeping a running list. Our Benevolence Association is really great. We have a wives support group that's one of the largest in the area, if not the largest in the area. They're trying to figure everything out. So if you have stuff, you can email it to us or send it to us on Facebook or give us a call on Monday morning here at headquarters. By then we'll have a little better idea of what their needs are. We're so focused on getting this family through the next 24, 48, 72 hours, being there, making sure they're never alone, making sure that they know that they're loved and that we stand beside them, that's where our focus is right now. So we appreciate everything that the community is doing, and we're very, very thankful for it. We just need a little more time to figure out what exactly their needs are. So give us a couple days and reach out, and we're thankful for the thoughts.
I know that you have been in the hospital with them and have been communicating with them, but what's your message that you want him and his family to know?
We're beside him. We're a family. When one of us gets affected, it affects us all. It doesn't matter if it's here, if it's in Tampa, or if it's in Ocala, if it's anywhere else. We're going to stand beside you. And one comment that his wife made that really stuck out to me last night, it actually hurt my heart because he's so new to the fire family. It's something that over the years, you get sick, another guy picks up your kids, you break your leg, we come mow your grass. That's what we do. It's the type of people that take this job. We don't pass each other in the office and not say hi. That's your family. And she made the comment when we were in there, and the chaplain was in there, and chief was in there, and myself, and she said, I didn't think anybody would show up. We had 35 guys in the hallway waiting to come in and say hi. That's just not what we do. So as much as we're there for everyone else's family, we're going to be there for our family as well. And so I just want him to know that we got his back. He may be a newer member to the family, but he's a member just the same, and we're going to be there for him.
I know this is a minor detail, but where would they go when they were watching?
I'm not sure.
And what station was he at?
We're going to hold that right now just because with his crew and everything, we don't want, as the outpouring, we want to give them time to heal as well. So we're going to hold on to that right now. All right, guys. Thank you so much, and thank you for everybody out there. Thank you.